You just bought your first multifamily apartment deal. You're super excited, but you're also a little nervous because now you're like, what do I do? Everyone says congratulations to you at the closing table, but I always say you say congrats when you exit. Either you do a 100% cash out refinance or you sell the deal for a large profit. I'm gonna tell you what to do in your first 30 days so you don't freak out and so you set yourself up for success. We literally just bought 120 units. I posted on my channel. So we're in this 30-day takeover period right now. We've done this dozens of times. So number one thing I'm gonna tell you is in your first 30 days, don't rock the boat. Humans hate change. Humans seek comfort and security and the known more than anything else in the world, right? So think about if you're a tenant, right? And you're probably buying a smaller deal right now if I'm assuming this is your first deal. You buy a 10-unit apartment building. Think about people who live in a 10-unit apartment building, right? They're probably used to maybe a long-time owner, someone who owned the property for 10, 20 years. That's their home. Even if it's a 500 square foot, 1-bedroom apartment, that is home to them. And now a new owner just bought their home. They're gonna freak out. They're gonna be scared. They're gonna be nervous. They don't know who you are. Like I've bought assets where renters would babysit the owner's kids, right? So don't rock the boat. Don't make any changes in your first 30 days. Trust me on this. You just want to have a smooth transition. You want to get all the tenants to know who you are. Like the first thing our team does, my wife used to do this, now our team does this, is they go post notices, they go shake hands, kiss babies, introduce themselves. We are the new owners. We are the new management. Welcome. We're going to take good care of you. I bought a 16-unit one time and the broker told me just kick everybody out right away so you can rehab the units and fill it. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And that's definitely advice from someone who has never owned multifamily apartments. So don't push anything. 30 days, establish yourself, make sure you can collect rents, make sure if you're using a portal, which you should be using, do not take Venmo for your rents, dude. Come on, this isn't like someone owes you gas money. This is a business, treat it like a business. Get them on your CRM, get them on your profile for your management CRM and start collecting rents. Don't rock the boats. Okay, so like on our property, the 120 unit we just took over, we have 5 leases expiring. Focus on retention. Man, did I learn this the hard way so you get to profit from my mistakes. I used to want to crank rent, all that, especially on a value add deal where you have tons of rent growth. You can do that, but I've learned that you should expect 40% of your occupancy, maybe even 50%, to move out within your first year as a new owner. So if you own 10 units, expect 4 to 5 people to move out. If you own 100 units, expect 40 to 50 people to move out. So that first wave of renewals, like on our deal, we probably have $200, $250 of rent growth. Dude, we're keeping the heads in the beds. We're going for $50 renewal increase, $50 rent growth, keep the heads in the beds. Why? Because I want to start off on a good foot. I want to keep cash flow high in the beginning. I don't want to deal with the stressors knowing I'm probably going to lose 40%. Let me just start off with an easy win for my manager so she doesn't have to go fill 6 units right off the bat, right? 10 units right off the bat. And then the next month, another couple people move out and they just will not renew. So you lose money when people move out. Doesn't even matter if you even get $300, $400 rent growth, you're going to lose money initially. Why? Because you have to turn the units, you might have to upgrade the units, you have to lease the units, you have to market the units. All of that costs money. And the number one killer to your cash flow that you can never recoup is vacancy. So if it takes you 2 months to fill, lease, and turn a unit, dude, and you're charging $1,500 in rent, you just lost $3,000, right? Plus maybe the $3,000 it costs you to turn the unit, plus the $1,000 to fill it. That's what, $7,000 you just lost. You get $200 a month in rent growth, 200 times 12, that's $2,400, right? It might take you 3-4 years to recoup that $7,000. Most people don't think about that. I sure didn't in the beginning. So keep the heads in the beds. Then you start pushing your rent growth when you feel confident, when you feel like you have a good grasp on it. That's how we do it. Now, my wife has ripped through 56 units in 8 months. She did do that, and that was about $300-$400 of rent growth. So you can go faster, but we always say do it in batches. Okay, so this is my next tip. Do it in batches. So like, let's say you have 25 units, right? They're all month to month, and you're $300-$400 below on rent growth. Do 5 at a time. Test. Biggest thing I've learned as an entrepreneur and as a marketer, like an online marketer, you have to test, right? And test, don't guess, right? So you're going to test it. You might, let's say you have $300 rent growth. You might go up $200. Could always say go a little bit below market so people still feel like they're getting a deal by living there, right? And all 5 take it. Great. Sign the renewals, lock them in. Boom. You just did 5. Now go do your next 5. But let's say 5 move out. Don't go do another 5. Fill those 5 units first. You want to be full and you want to be cash flowing. Cash flowing is what will protect you. You only lose in real estate if you run out of time and money. And if you're cash flowing, you can pay all your bills, you can pay your debt service. You're not going to run out of time, right? As long as you didn't promise a crazy return in a short amount of time. So do it in bunches, test, don't guess, modify your business plan accordingly. Okay, that's the beautiful thing about this. This is a business. It's easy to fix. It's totally controllable, right? So you create your business plan, you create your spreadsheet, but then once you take over the deal, that spreadsheet goes completely out the window. It's time to operate, and these are the things you have to learn, okay? So push rent growth, talk about that. I'm just looking at my notes here. Dial in your management and your vendors and your operations. So like we are at scale now to where we have almost 400 units, so we do everything in-house, almost everything in-house. We don't do flooring in-house, but we do all the maintenance, we do all that in-house, right? In the beginning though, when we were just getting started, we had to use third-party contractors. So you need to know who's cleaning your units, who's doing your unit turns, who's doing your grass. If you're in the Midwest or cold weather states, who's doing your snow, right? Take this time, that first 30 days, to make sure you've dialed in all your vendors and shop your contracts, okay? So if they just had a person doing the grass, go get 3 bids, go get 4 bids. I tell my manager to do that now, but go get 3 or 4 bids. Make sure it's competitive. This is your time to do all that. This is your time to dial all that in, right? Make sure you have your unit turn person ready to go. You have your contractor, your handyman, whatever you need. Dial those people in. You got to interview people. You're going to go through a lot of contractors. Just be prepared with that. And then when you get good ones and you get big enough, you just bring them in-house. You put them on salary. You don't have to worry about that. Last piece of advice. Before I give you that last piece of advice, is this helpful? Is this valuable? Let me know. Put it in the comment section. I teach you from my real world operations and real world experience, right? Take your time. Last piece of advice, take your time. Real estate is a beautiful thing, but it is a very slow way to get very, very wealthy. And I view all my properties as I'm holding them for 10 years. Year 1, I've said this before, I'll say it again, year 1 sucks. It's hard. People will move out. You're going to make mistakes. You got to learn the property. It's like dating. Like it's your first year in a relationship, right? Like think about dating someone for the first year. You don't know anything about them. You got to learn. Oh my God, they snore. Oh my God, their feet are kind of weird. Oh my God, they are whatever. They're a Democrat. I'm a Republican, or vice versa. Whatever. I'm not political, but all this to say, you got to take your time. You got to learn this property, but view it from a macro level. You have to have micro level intensity and micro level action taking, like day-to-day action taking, day-to-day push it forward, day-to-day try to grow your NOI. But you have to have macro level patience, high level patience, understanding that you're going to own this deal for a very, very long time. Year 1's going to suck. Year 1's always the worst year. I can tell you that from owning 300 something plus units. Year 1 sucks. Year 1 looks horrible. Year 1's never the best, but then after that, it's freaking magical. It's crazy what happens just due to time and inflation and just rent growth and owning a great asset, right? And appreciation and debt pay down. All the factors start working in. So take your time. You don't have to rush. I am definitely a big proponent of doing 1-year cash out refinances. I've done that 5 times, 100% of my money out. But more and more, especially as I'm on these bigger deals, dude, I take my time. I'm just getting ready now to refinance my 56 unit. It's been 2 years. Take your time, do it right, take care of your people, take care of the asset, pay the bills, pay the lender, you'll be in good shape. Hey, if this was helpful, let me know. Put in the comment section. Are you looking to buy your first multifamily deal? Let me know. Put in the comment section. If you're looking for mentorship, coaching, and support, we do offer that from time to time for the right people. Grab all my free stuff. Grab my free book. my book that's a bestseller on Amazon. You can get it for free, link in the description. Grab my free masterclass training. Again, here to help you get in this game. As always, thank you so much for being here. If this was valuable and you've made it to the end, I would appreciate you hitting the thumbs up and dropping a meaningful comment, because I want to hear from more of you and what your goals are and how I can support you and how I can make good content to help you get to your goals. Till next time, we'll talk soon. Thanks.